traits, I don't know.
She's been on phenomenal form all year.
It's her boy, she's brought her dog. I'm not sure if I can show you the dog.
Oh gosh, I think it was.
He is the most incredible horse.
Yes, but what do you mean? That's why you're here. That was that.
Wow.
Good job.
Welcome to the final Luhmühlen Lates for 2024, where we've had the dressage, we've had exciting cross-country, and now after a nail-biting show jumping, we have the winner of the Longines 5-star here at Luhmühlen. It's Germany's only 5-star horse trial, and it has really lived up to its billing. And that winner is Belgium's Lara de Liedekerke-Meyer. Well, as always, our commentator Spencer Sturmey has been following the action. Spencer, this was a really popular and wonderful winner. Now, obviously not great for Ros Canter, who led throughout the competition, and she had 2 show jumping fences in hand, didn't she? And everyone, I think, thought she was just going to kind of go out there and do another one, but she didn't.
No, it was. Do you know, this is what this sport is all about. And I just had a very quick word with William Fox-Britt. He said, you just never know, do you? You know, you would never put money on Isolot DHI having 2 fences down and time faults. But to go in there, she had the plank. It was a pesky plank. It went quite a few times today in the 5-star. She won Po 5-star with Isolot last year. We just thought it was going to be on the cards, but you can never write things. And when, you know, you have mistakes like that, it's costly, really costly. And it was such a shame. The Brits, though, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, just amazing. But Lara de Liedekerke-Meyer, Huni Davil, Noonie Blue is the mother that actually Lara rode at the 2010 World Equestrian Games in Kentucky. So to ride the mother at a championships, to win on that horse's baby. She's only 11 as well. I mean, I'm pretty hopeless, but I was in tears. It was just brilliant. And for Lara to win her first ever 5-star, incredible. And Kai Steffen was there. I mean, the look on their faces was total disbelief.
Well, let's hear what Lara de Liedekerke-Meyer had to say after that win, because she was in shock. Lara, you look like you can hardly believe this, but you have won.
I just needed to check the results. To be fair, it's I'm living the dream. It's had to believe. To be fair, I never came here, to do a nice result. I knew the horse was capable of, but. Never in my biggest dream I was believing I could win a 5-star like today. So dream coming true, living the dream.
And you had to go clear. Everyone knew that Ros would jump well, but she had that extra fence, and you jumped clear. What was going through your mind in there?
When I heard that Alice and Yaz and Tom jumped clear, I asked Kai, is it not better to just secure the clear round and make some time fault? And they said to me, she jumps really well, just ride your tour, ride your rhythm, and we will see. And then she was feeling good. I just kept the rhythm. I never thought I was going too fast. To the last, I almost watched the clock, but I kept my head down, and unbelievable.
And this is your first 5-star, and apparently Belgium's first 5-star. How do you feel about that?
I mean, again, I had to believe. It's incredible. I'm so happy for all the team around me, for my mother who bought the horse, for me sitting tight on the boats, having this horse not always the easiest, and having some tough years. Kai didn't want me to ride 5-star before Olympics because it thought it was risky. I won 5-star, so I think it's a good boost of confidence. Dream can come true, and I just have a big thought for. Like Ben Winter, 10 years ago, I was here, I was 10th. It was a hard year. And I maybe want to give this one to him.
So a really popular and emotional win for Lara. And she mentioned Benjamin Winter at the end of that interview with me. And of course, that, Spencer, was because it was 10 years ago that Benjamin lost his life. And you're wearing purple and white. And I have been all week for Georgie Campbell. So we know that how difficult, obviously, and dangerous the sport can be too. Let's move on, though, to talk about the rest, because you mentioned the Brits 2, 3, 4, 5. Your ride of the day was Tom McEwen.
Yeah.
Tell us why, and then we'll see him receiving his prize.
Well, yesterday he was just outstanding across the country. Today with CHF Kuliza, Lucinda and I were sat up there in the commentary position, and we just thought the way he rode was it was just a masterclass. It really was. And the mare, she's quite young again. She's quite spooky, but we just thought he was brilliant. And there was no better man in our eyes to get it today. I mean, there were some brilliant rounds. Lara could well have got it, but she picked up a pretty big prize anyway. But it was Tom. It was Tom for us.
Well, let's see Tom receiving his Ride of the Day prize. Tom, I know you came second, but you are our Ride of the Day for Luhmühlen Lates. You have a bottle of champagne.
I'm doing well on the champagne, thank you very much.
And some really nice Dubarry socks and a Dubarry keyring.
Oh, look at that.
And if they don't fit, you can take them back and switch them, because you did such a beautiful round, and obviously you didn't win, but you did really well. How do you feel?
I'm bloody good at coming second. No, delighted. She jumped the socks off. We had to do it a little bit differently to how I planned, but yeah, delighted.
You've got to go to the press conference. Thank you so much, Tom.
No,
you are
thank you
our
very much.
Luhmühlen Lates Ride of the Day for Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Well, Tom, quite rightly, very pleased with his Ride of the Day, Dubarry socks and his champagne, Spencer. Yasmin Ingham in third and Ray DJ. She is such a cool customer as well. I mean, we're so lucky in Britain to have these people go in there and just... obviously, we know it didn't work out for Roz, but the other Brits rode beautifully in there. I mean, Alice Casburn did an amazing clear as well, but Yas Ingham, obviously, she could be at the Olympics next month on a different horse, and she's still got that horse to ride, Banzai, in the 4-star.
Yeah.
She did really well today, didn't she?
Yeah, really well. And to watch Ray DJ in the arena, watch Yaz ride. She's, as you say, she's such a cool rider under pressure. Our reigning world champion, I think I said yesterday in yesterday's Luhmühlen Lates, to have our reigning European champion Roz, to have our reigning world champion Yaz, 2 Brits, and then to have our reigning Olympic champion in Yulia Krajewski here under one roof. It's just brilliant. But yeah, I mean, they all went in there and rode fantastically well. At one point, we had 4 clears inside the time, which was really, really important in there. The time allowed was really tight. We had 4 clears, and they were all from Great Britain.
Yeah. Now, you talked about having all these incredible people here. Well, one of those, of course, is the reigning team Olympic champion, Laura Collett. She was in the 5-star in Hester, didn't go quite so well in the cross country yesterday. She had London 52 in the 4-star, and the breaking news this morning was that he has been withdrawn because he had an overreach.
Overreach, yeah. I mean, it was not an easy decision from Laura, but the welfare of the horse paramount. It wasn't a bad injury, but it was one that Laura just thought, you know, there's no point. The vets were looking after him last night. They, you know, all due care and attention was present. The thing is with these horses, you don't want them to go in there and be a little bit ouchy. You know, they've got to feel on their top. Big decision at a big event.
And thinking about next month as well. Yeah, well, there we go. She will come out another day. Hopefully that other day will be in Paris and it will be a gold medal at the end of it, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, well, in a minute we're going to have a Luhmühlen legend. But now to my favourite bit of the day. It is the dog of the day.
Hey everyone, my name is Dorothy from Pets Deli, and today we are announcing another dog of the day, and today it's Kalle.
Yeah, Kalle is our family dog, and he is 14 years old. And what I have to say is
it's a mixed breed, I think.
Yeah, it's a mixed breed. Yeah, and he likes children's, and it's a very sportive dog. Not until now, he's very old,
but he looks amazing, and that's why he's the dog of the day. And we have some gifts for you, some snacks from Pets Deli and some other gifts. So have fun with this.
Kalle, look here for you. Nice. Yeah. Thanks.
Well, I feel a bit uncomfortable about this link because that was one old dog, and now we're going to a Luhmühlen legend. Sorry, Andrew.
It's not very nice when you turn up as every old dog has his day.
It wasn't planned that way, I'm really sorry. It's just how the schedule has kind of evolved. But you are a Luhmühlen legend. I haven't had time to look and see how many times, because I've kind of, since I saw you to ask you, I've been a bit busy. But can you remember how many wins here and when they were?
Yes, I can remember how many wins. It was only one.
Okay.
But I did come an awful lot of times before I got the one win.
And when was it and who was it on?
I won with Mr. Cruise Control,
Oh, yeah,
a
okay.
big grey horse. Was probably 10 years ago, I should think, something like that. Yeah, very, very happy day.
But you're here obviously training the Swiss team as you do. Why do you like coming to Luhmühlen? Why is it a great event? What is it about it that means you bring the Swiss team here?
It has a great atmosphere here, and it's, you only have to watch the show jumping here. It's, packed with the crowd, a bit of razzmatazz, great preparation for the Olympics coming up. It's not like one of the ones where the show jumping's in the back garden with no one watching. It's, a lot of atmosphere here, and it's the same for the dressage. The cross country may only have the crowds in certain areas, but it's full on, good buzz to it, and great place to prepare for the big ones.
Well, it's got that sort of championship feel with the big arena and the flags and the big hospitality next door, hasn't it?
Very much so, very much.
So we know that you although you're not doing the 5 stars anymore, you're still out there competing. You're still riding every day.
Just at the small level though.
Well, not that small, because you said to me you're still doing 3 stars.
Yeah, occasionally I'll go out and do a 3-star, but it feels like a 6-star now for me.
Spencer, do you bump into Andrew on the round?
Yeah, we see him out and about, and obviously a great mate of mine in Max Warburton and Andrew and Max have struck up a really cool little operation which they're doing, and it's great to see him still going. It really is. There's a little horse that Piggy's riding for you as well, which I can't believe you ever fit. But no, it's just wonderful, and wonderful that Andrew, like a lot of riders, putting back into the sport, not only as a chef to keep and trainer and coach, but also giving other riders opportunities as well with talented horses.
Do you enjoy that part of it, Andrew? Because I mean, I don't know whether you
surprisingly enough, I've really got quite into the coaching bit.
Have you? Because you didn't used to enjoy coaching, did you?
And I didn't really do any of it, and I sort of weaned myself onto this coaching bit quite gently, so I was still riding at the top level when I first started doing it. And then I realised I could go to the big events and be quite happy just working with my Swiss riders and
not feeling sick in the morning on cross-country days.
To be honest, I never used to feel like that anyway.
So what were you like
I'd
then?
get nervous, but I didn't feel sick.
So how did your nerves manifest themselves?
I think it's very, very important that you do feel something, because it makes you sharper and alert, and it's not a casual day out. It's business. You need to do well to survive in it. Financially, I always thought it was good to be nervous, but I would have my routines of. I would do the same thing every competition, really. I wouldn't watch a lot of riders. I'd walk the course. I'd go on my game plan. If I had 2 horses and it went pear-shaped on the first one, I often still wouldn't watch any others. I'd think about what I've done and go back and try and better it the next time. But that just comes with experience. Every competitor's got to find their own way to do the job.
It is fascinating, Spencer, that how different riders and different coaches do stuff differently in the same sport. Everyone has, they're all really quite different, not just slightly different, but really quite different.
No, but I think that's the same for every athlete, really. Whether you look at tennis players or a 100-metre sprinter, you look at Andrew when he was at the top level of the sport, and then compare him to someone like Pippa, they would be complete, opposite ends of the spectrum. Pippa would be feeling pretty sick and wouldn't be too far away from a Portaloo, whereas Andrew wouldn't be, and that's the same with horses as well. Horses are completely different, and it's how everybody adapts to them and works with them. And it's been, as you said, and as Andrew said, it's been great watching him over the years. Mr. Stickability, as he got that name pretty early on. But it's been fantastic, and not just one horse. We were saying with William, not just with one horse, but it's with many horses over decades, and that is not easy to do. And these boys made it look very easy, and it isn't. So
it doesn't sound like you're missing having to come and do the big 5 stars. And do you think that's because you're still getting that kick out of producing these horses like you used to, just always sort of, not churning them out is the wrong word, but just constantly bringing these great horses through?
Yeah, and I get I get quite a buzz out of my Swiss riders going around, you know, even the dressage, and my job isn't the dressage, but you know, you get that buzz that it's a competition and it's big, and then with like the Max and Piggy riding my 2 horses, they just hop on at the events. And you know, at Bicton I was out in Poland at Babarowkov, but to get their messages, you know, they've done the dressage, this score. And with me, the 2 horses would always be like 1 mark difference. 2 different riders.
Yeah, but don't you find that frustrating?
That they come back 0.4 between them. It's quite exciting.
But you're also a perfectionist, really. You must be, otherwise you wouldn't have been where you are and where you are now. So don't you find it? I think I would find it so difficult watching people thinking, "Oh, would I have done it like that?" I mean, don't you have that in you as well?
No, because these are 2 very, very good riders, and I respect what they're doing. They get on and ride their way, and it's up to the horses to adapt a little bit to them, as well as them to adapt very quickly to the horse. And yeah, it's not like we're putting novice riders on there.
No.
They're very, very talented riders, and you know, Peggy is, for me, the most classiest female rider there is, and Max, for his age, is showing everyone that he's one for the future.
Praise indeed, and praise from a Luhmühlen legend. You are a Luhmühlen legend, not an old dog, as the link made up, but we knew that was just us having some fun. But you are a Luhmühlen legend. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you very much.
And good luck to your Swiss riders in the Messmer Trophy 4-star short, as you reminded me earlier. You can be following the 4-star Messmer Trophy on the Luhmühlen socials. It's going to happen in a minute. They're just setting up. They'll be walking the course in a little while. But that is it for Luhmühlen Lates for 2024. Thank you, Spencer. You've been brilliant as always. Thank you for your amazing commentary on H&C. And by the way, there's going to be a highlight show on H&C Plus, which I'm putting together, and it'll be around in a few days' time. So make sure you have a look for that. But from all of us here, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you to our very hard-working crew. Thank you to all our guests. It is the end for us here for 2024 for Luhmühlen Lates. Here's to Luhmühlen Lates 2025. Goodbye.
Character traits, I don't know.
Been on phenomenal form all year.
Boy, she's brought her dog.